All right, my portion of our project was about interactive websites. My first interactive website was a car that was work needed to be done in order to get the car to stop. In this interactive website, you can choose between different heights for this car to have started on this incline, and you can compare their speed and how far they go, and it demonstrates that a car that is up higher will go faster, therefore more work needs to be done in order to get the car to stop. So we will start centimeters. I'm just going to release it. And the car is going 2.1 meters per second at the bottom of the hill, and it gets to about right there. If we just up it to 70 and release it, the car is going to be going much faster at the bottom of the hill, 3.21 meters per second, and it goes a lot farther, which means that much more work needed to be done in order to get the car to stop, which is going to result in a longer stopping distance. I think this is a great tool to use in order to compare things. It's really easy to compare things on here. However, there's not that much explanation on it. So if you don't have a working knowledge of these concepts, you're not really going to know what you're looking at. So I think there just needs to be a little bit more explanation on here. The cart and brick. This interactive website, you get to choose between different size carts and bricks, and you'll see what happens after a brick is dropped on a moving cart. So we're just going to choose a 1.5 kilogram cart or brick and a 2 kilogram cart. So we're going to repeat that animation because I was talking through it. All right, so these ticks are showing how far the car is going in a certain amount of time. So it is obviously going much faster before the brick is dropped on it. And this is a really nice tool because you can change the conditions very easily. And it also has a button where you can analyze the data. You can either work from this, what it is telling you, or if you're not really sure what you're looking at, you can view a sample analysis and it'll actually walk you through it. It's really nice. And I think this one's great because it explains it so nicely in the sample analysis. My next interactive website was actually something that we saw during the semester in our homework. It's a skateboarder on a track, and move these tracks around if you want. And if you click on this energy versus position, it's actually going to show the potential, thermal, kinetic, and total energies while he is moving along this track. So you can compare where he has the most potential versus kinetic, and then you also see that this total energy is constant, which demonstrates conservation of energy. My last interactive website is it's an air hockey table, and so this is, you can choose the mass of the balls that are hitting each other. It shows momentum diagram, kinetic energy, momentum vectors, and velocity vectors. Or you can choose between these and decide what you want to see, and you can play it. And this is what happens when they are the same mass. And you can pause and restart, and you can mess with these. So let's do a 1.5 kilogram ball hitting, and you see what happens. I think this is also a great tool. It just needs more explanation of what you're seeing, because if you're not sure of what you're seeing, there's not really anything here to help explain it to you. I think that there are a lot of benefits to interactive websites. I think they're great study tools. Viewing materials and actually working through them at least helps me remember them better, and I'm sure it does for other people. And it's also great for studying for like a final or an exam when these are materials that you haven't really looked at in a while. Like for this class, we haven't looked at these materials in a long time because it was at the beginning of our semester, and it's a nice refresher for reviewing for exams and such.